Coming to you live from the JRE Tobacco Aladino Mobile Studios, it's the Cigar Pulpit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm the Bishop of the Burn, Nick, and with me, as always...
Very tired, Gator.
It is late.
It is very late.
Jeff's actually had to work this week.
Yeah, it sucks.
Like, you've legit put in hours this week.
Yeah, I've put in the man hours.
It's kind of concerning.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Anyway, so today we're going to be smoking a selection from Jeff's humidor.
Yes.
We're going to be breaking into his humidor and smoking the JFR Connecticut Super Toro. It is a 6.5 by 52.
I believe so.
52 Toro, featuring a Connecticut wrapper and Nicaraguan binder and filler.
Picked this up
from our friends over at the Aganorsa Leaf people.
That's right. I picked it up at Diebel's in Kansas City when I was out there for the Cigar Fest.
Fun.
Yep.
Fun. Well, we are going to be smoking that. We're going to be talking about the segment contests. We've reviewed those and, kind of come up with some thoughts on that.
We've pared them down.
Yes. There were a few that I think maybe are good in theory, but in practicality of execution on a weekly basis probably just doesn't work.
By that he means creates a lot of work for us.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so there's some that may get revisited as like a quarterly or a every once in a while kind of thing. But in terms of what I was looking for, in terms of something that we can do on the regular, I think we've got it pared down.
I think
pretty
so.
well. And we're going to need somebody's help with one of them, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But first, why don't we go ahead and prepare the cigar? And the
here, let me get mine out of the tissue.
I mean, this should not take long at all.
Nope, it didn't.
That's good. And
no cellophane, just tissue.
I don't plan on cutting mine. I plan on twisting the little pigtail off.
Yes.
But the official twisting is brought to you by Dan the Man Ponder over there at Rivermen Cigar Company. Dan had a hell of an event.
Oh, man, it was fun.
Wore me out, dude.
Yeah, that weekend, the last... It's second annual now.
Yes.
The second one.
It is now second annual.
I was as tired after the second one as the first.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I'm not... Well... Actually, more so. And I think that's just age and fried food catching up to me. But I'm
52. Talk to me about it when you get to my age, brother.
Well, I'm hoping to be in much better shape when I'm at 52.
You'll never make it to 52.
I'm trying.
I mean, come on. It's not... I mean...
I'll make it to 52.
I love you, brother, but you're never going to make it.
Shut your mouth. Anyway, but the point is, Dan had a hell of an event. It was a great time. Everybody had nothing but great things to say.
Except some jackass.
Well, yeah, but we don't want to talk about him.
Oh, I was going to light him up.
Well, we buried him on Google with other reviews.
Good. He needed it.
Yeah. No. I suspect that, a third of all negative comments about a business come from your competitors.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm suspecting that's what
I'm not going to lie.
But we don't need to get into that.
I tried to look the name up.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's real.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
All the more suspicious.
Yeah, I did a deep dive on the socials and could not find anyone matching that name.
So guys, if you're looking at Google reviews, just ignore the most recent one that was less than thrilling because we suspected it was a giant heaping pile of bullshit.
Yeah, exactly. Now, let me point something out.
Yes.
And I'm just going to address this.
Okay.
The review was the fact that some of the cigars were sold out. Well, no shit. Some of the cigars are sold out. People can't get stock.
Well, yeah.
There are shortages.
Let's be real. In all fairness, there are a couple of brands that Dan has space in his humidor for that are kind of low right now. Those brands are, A, notorious for this problem, and B, are having immense problems with shipping, not just to Dan, but to everybody. So
good luck finding them anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So piss off. Anyway. But what?
And if you're a listener, call us and tell us you're real, and then we'll have a discussion.
Yeah, but so here's the thing, though.
The guy puts on a great event and somebody shits on it.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Everybody at that event had nothing but great things to say.
Oh, I know.
Everybody was buying cigars.
Yeah.
I mean...
Which makes me think this was somebody, like you said, that isn't real and wasn't even there.
Or a plant from a competitor, which I would hate to think that somebody would do that to somebody, but unfortunately it's the world we live in.
It is.
And, whatever. But the point is, everyone had a great time. Lots of cigars were sold, and Dan still has tons of cigars. And he's got more coming in. He just got in the Ferio Tego cigars from our friend over there at Michael Herklotz.
I'm looking forward to trying that out.
Yeah, I know, right? So if you want to get your hands on some of the revived Nat Sherman, now Ferio Tego cigars, Dan's got them over there.
Is the timeless there?
That's what he's got, actually.
I can't wait.
So, yeah. So you can head on over to Rivermen Cigar Company, check that out. You know, there's all sorts of other cool stuff. A whole bunch of cigars from Ace Prime, Luciano, the Picardo, and the Dreamer, and a whole bunch of other ones from Ace Prime. You know, they came in, unfortunately, a little late for the event, but they're there now, and you can hit them up. I mean, Dan's got a great selection, all kinds of different cigars. So you're going to want to swing on by Rivermen Cigar Company when you're in the St. Louis area. Check them out. But if you're not in the St. Louis area, you're lucky because Dan does mail order. So you can give him a call. You can tell him, hey, do you have this? Do you have this? Do you have this? And if they've got it, they'll box it up. And if they don't have it, they're knowledgeable enough to be able to find something else that will fit your palate and say, hey, if you like this cigar, you'd really like this cigar. And you can try something different.
Yeah.
So make sure you give Dan the Man Ponder over there at Rivermen Cigar Company a call and let him be your brick and mortar if you don't have a brick and mortar.
Let me point something out. For our local listeners here in St. Louis, Dan's got an event coming up next Thursday.
Yes, for our local people here, and even those who are close enough for a quick drive.
Yeah.
Next Thursday, October the 7th, it's going to be a cut and light.
I think at 7 o'clock?
Sure.
I believe that's right.
It's in the evening, I know.
Get there earlier.
Yeah, it's in the evening. But our man, Justo Aroa of JRE Tobacco, Aladino, the show
That's right. They sponsor
show
the studio
sponsor,
right.
Exactly. Show studio sponsor, Justo Aroa, and frequent guest, Trey Max Shipley. They're going to be at Rivermen Cigar Company for a cut and light.
Yeah.
So you can swing on by, you can sit down, you can have a cigar and talk with Justo and Trey and get to know those guys. It's going to be a great time. It's coming hot on the heels of that second annual event. But you know what? That's the kind of shop that Dan runs. You can never relax. You can't chill out.
There's always something coming.
Because something's always coming at you.
Yeah.
You know? And that's the way it should be.
Exactly.
I don't know. I mean.
Did you know that Justo's dad and I used to hang out down by the schoolyard?
Oh, stop it. Just stop. Anyway. Somebody's going to hear that and think that you're actually... It's just stupid. Anyway. All right.
I think it's funny.
Well, you know what? I
stand by it.
Rivermen Cigar Company of Crestwood, Missouri. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and do it, but technically we're twisting. It's time that we go ahead and twist the cigar. We're going to twist the cigar.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got the little pigtail, so it just kind of seemed like, you know what?
When in Rome.
Why cut it? Why not just use the natural pigtail there?
Exactly.
So we'll pull that off there. Although I'm not going to lie, I may end up cutting it anyway, because I don't know if that's going to be a big enough hole to draw out of. That's what she said.
Trust me, it is.
Are you sure?
I hate to say it. Yep, I'm gonna be cutting.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure you're wrong there, buddy.
Yeah, it's pretty tight.
Nice.
That's what he said.
That's exactly what he said. So, okay. So now that we've cut the cigar there, cold draw time on the JFR Connecticut Super Toro. I see by the band that it has Nicaraguan tobacco from the Jalapa Valley.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
I wonder if you can taste the jalapa.
I don't know.
We're going to find out.
We are going to find out. Anyway, so what are you getting on the cold draw over there as you're filleting the cigar?
I've had so many cigars today. I did a lot of driving.
It's very buttery. It's creamy.
It is creamy. You're right.
It's creamy. It's kind of buttery. It's like almost like a salted butter.
Interesting.
Do you get that? Or did I just put that in your head?
No, I get the creamy. I don't know if I get the buttery, but I get the creamy.
I
see where you're coming from.
I get a salted butter, like a butter pat on some toast, but without the toast. It's the butter pat.
The butter pat.
It's the butter pat.
No. Just the goofiest thing.
What? I'm serious. I'm getting salted butter on this.
Do you ever buy sweet butter, like unsalted? Or do you buy salted butter?
I don't buy butter.
Why don't you buy butter?
Because you've seen my kitchen. I don't have a whole lot of food in there.
It's true. Everybody needs butter.
I don't have butter. I barely have salt. I bought one of those little things of the little 2-packs of the disposable salt and pepper shakers.
Did you really?
I did.
One of the ones in the little shrunk wrap
like
together.
Shrunk wrap together. You buy one, you get them both. Kind of.
See, I use Celtic salt.
I just wanted a little salt in the house.
I like gray salt or pink Himalayan.
Not that I've used it yet, but
table salt's not that good for you.
I mean,
that's why I use the high mineral content salt.
I mean, dude,
and you get such a better flavor because all those different minerals hit receptors on your tongue.
Okay. Speaking of things hitting your tongue. So,
wait, what?
Are we done with the cold draw here?
Did you do the cold retro yet?
Salted butter.
Okay.
I continue to get salted butter.
There you go.
So
I think it's time to light up.
I was say I'm going to light my guy up here.
Oh, it's a closed foot.
It is a closed foot, and I discovered that right off the bat.
Yeah, let's do that away from the clothing.
I was going to say that was
because I don't want to light my crotch on fire tonight. That was a
discovery right there.
I did not see that coming.
Yeah, that don't like it when a closed foot sneaks up on you like that.
I'm not going to lie. I thought it had a little bit of a tight draw to it. It doesn't.
I need to have a little dinger every time I hear you say that.
Which one?
I'm not going to lie.
I'm not going to lie.
Like a little bing.
Like I'm going to tell you when I'm going to lie because I'm really good at lying.
But does that mean you're lying when you're not saying that?
I want to emphasize the point.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you not going to lie about?
I said it, but you missed it.
I know you did. I was concentrating on.
I thought it had a tight draw.
Yeah.
When I was pulling on it, we may have been okay with just the pigtail without the bees. Because I thought it still had a tight draw. But once I lit it up, it's smoking like a chain.
Oh, yeah, no, it's drawing good right off the bat. It would make sense, though, too, that maybe with just the pigtail and the closed foot.
The closed foot is what was jacking us.
Neither one of us noticed the closed foot.
Yep.
I bet that's exactly what it was.
That was a rookie mistake.
It really was.
Yeah. Well, it had that tissue.
I'd expect that kind of thing from, Cigar Talk or Good Cigar, but, not us.
The straight cut.
Yeah.
And now they all hate us.
I was going to say.
I missed Mark this year.
I know.
Yeah.
I guess they must have been busy.
Yeah, stuff happens. But Mark, I think Mark's a great guy with the straight cut. He's a good cat.
Never met Aaron. Not in person.
I haven't either. We've had him on the show, but
not in person. Because he didn't come up to the Rivermen event last year.
There's some good people in the podcast community.
There are.
I had such a good time with Al.
Oh, I know.
What a good cat.
I know. Dude, did you see the picture he put up today of him in the boxing gear?
No.
I don't know if that's photoshopped or not, but if it's real, damn.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight.
I need to get on Al's diet plan, although he calls it beast mode and that intimidates me.
Well, that's just because he's flipping tires and, whatnot.
That's intimidating.
You can flip a tire. Just start with a smaller tire.
I mean,
work your way up.
Like tricycle.
I'm not going to lie, dude. I see there's two. I did it twice.
I need a ding.
Yeah, ding. Put that in the drinking game or the bingo card.
There you go. It's probably already in there.
I've got tractor tires at the farm. So if we wanted to get into this whole, what is that called? All those people that run around carrying tires and
Tough Mudder?
No, milk crates full of
Iron
God
Man.
knows what. It's not Iron Man. There's
World's Strongest Contest.
No, they've got these little micro gyms that have popped up.
Midget wrestling?
No. It's little people, by the way. That's the preferred nomenclature.
Little people.
Yeah.
Munchkin wrestling.
Yeah. No, what is that called? Dude,
I've just said 8 things.
And none of them were anywhere close. You're saying words, but none of them.
Tough Mudder.
What's a Tough Mudder?
It's one of those endurance competition things.
No, wait.
That's where they're running through mud and shit. I don't know. I don't know.
Our friend Mary does that.
Yes, she does.
Yeah.
She's nuts.
Yeah, she's crazy about that stuff. No, I
don't know, dude.
I can't think of the name of it. There's all these little micro gyms that have popped up, and they're all flipping tires.
Freaking, what the hell?
They're almost cultish.
God, what is the name of that freaking thing? You're right. I'm not Pilates. It's
No, it's not Pilates or hot yoga.
Son of a bitch.
I can't think of the name of it.
I know, and I'm gonna kick myself when I finally do hear it
because there's a bunch of those gyms everywhere. To the Googles.
I would say now I gotta Google it because while
you're Googling, I'm gonna do a retro hill.
Okay.
Ooh, that's smooth. That is a smooth retrohale to this thing.
CrossFit.
Thank you.
I'm like, I know the name of
Pilates.
this. Well, I know, but I was just trying to think.
And Nutter Butter or whatever you said.
I didn't say Nutter Butter. That's a totally different thing. Mm-hmm. That's a sweet cookie.
Oh, we're a little loopy tonight.
Anyway.
But no, those CrossFit people.
I was talking about the salted butter. The salted butter on the cold draw.
Salted butter.
Mm-hmm.
Have you done a retro yet?
Mm-mm.
Very smooth.
Smooth, but there is a little back spice to it.
It's not pepper, though.
It's Nicaraguan tobacco in the binder and filler, so I fully expect the spice level on this to ramp up.
Yeah, because it's not there yet, for sure.
No. But it's good. I mean, dude, it's smoking great. My burn line's immaculate. And,
this is a good cigar.
The draw on it's really good, too. And considering I haven't had a whole ton of cigars today, I'm actually getting like some stuff off of this, which is good.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. I've only had 2 cigars today before this.
This is my 6th.
Dear God.
I did, well, you know.
I know.
I got up this morning.
Day of driving.
Got up this morning and covered
my
high school regionals for golf.
You were out at golf before I was even out of bed.
That's true. A couple hours before. And then I went down and did a bunch of deliveries. And I left home at around 9 o'clock or a little after, and I didn't get home till after 9. So I was on the road for 12 hours.
You know, there's people that go to work at like 6 a.m. that are sitting here just thinking like, you freaking lazy tubs.
But, the schedule that you and I are on, we work later, not earlier.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, when you got to get up and get moving early, that really jacks with the schedule.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
I know, and it does. It sounds lame. Because if you're a teacher and you get up at 6 o'clock to go to work or whatever.
Yeah, but you're done by like 4.
4, 2:50, 3 o'clock.
A lot of teachers have some stuff to clean up after class is over and everything like that.
Boogers and vomit.
Yeah, I mean, depending upon the grade.
Urine stains.
Depending upon the grade.
True. Could be high school. You never know.
High school. You never know. I would say depending upon the grade. But the point is, there's things that teachers do after school hours still too. But realistically, 3:30 to 4.
Yeah.
At the latest.
Try calling a school after 4 o'clock and getting anybody.
You know, I'll say this. When I was in, was it 8th grade? 8th grade.
Okay.
I had a sweet little business.
Did you?
You know what I did?
Okay.
I went around with a bucket full of soapy water and a sponge, and I washed all of the blackboards in all of the classrooms. No. They all paid me, buddy. I was making good money for 8th grade.
Kissing some ass.
Nope. I was making good money for 8th grade.
You know what I was doing in high school to make extra money?
8th grade is junior high, thank you.
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I was doing in high school to make extra money?
What's that?
You couldn't even do it now.
What?
I don't know if I've talked about this on the show ever.
I don't know if I know where you're about to go.
So,
what did you do?
I can't even.
Yeah, you can. You brought it up. Now you got to do it.
In high school. In my high school. Now, granted, this was the mid-'80s, okay?
So a lot of things were acceptable.
A lot of things are different now. Because people are going to hear this and go, holy shit.
Were you turning tricks?
Well, I mean, that was,
That was all. I mean,
$20 is $20.
Dear God.
But when I was a kid, I got into buying Army surplus and reselling it.
Oh, God.
Like I would go to yard sales or estate sales or whatever, and I'd buy this stuff up, fairly cheap. And then I would go to flea markets and sell it. And my parents were really good about letting me do this. And I made some fairly decent money. I mean, could you live on it? No. But for a 13, 14, 15-year-old kid.
For an 8th grade kid, I did all right cleaning blackboards.
So that was what I did. And that sprang into somehow I got a hold of a wholesale knife catalog.
Were you selling knives?
Hold on, it gets better. So I took the catalog.
Dude, I don't know if you can do that.
I did.
Well, yeah.
Here's the deal. I sold stuff out of this catalog. Well, what I did is I took the pages of the catalog. Because it was a really, wholesale, good deal. But the stuff was really quality. Okay? I still have some of it. And I blacked out the prices, and I wrote my price, adjusted up 20 to 25%. It wasn't tremendous. And I would take orders at school, and I would then buy a wholesale order of this, and I was selling knives and throwing stars and nunchucks.
Holy shit.
Yes, any of that kind of stuff was in this catalog.
I don't think you can do that.
Okay, I went to the office, and I said, hey, I've got this sideline business, and I told the principal, and his response to me was, as long as it stays in the packaging, we don't have a problem.
I don't think that's the way it is these days.
No, I would get expelled.
Something tells me you would be on a watch list somewhere for selling or for even bringing
I
stuff
sold
to school
a tremendous amount of throwing stars and like ninja, like whatnot.
All right.
Knives, like honey. I mean, I'm not
so
talking...
there's a bunch of 50-year-old dudes in Southern Illinois that are armed with ninja stars and nunchucks that they got in high school.
I sold a lot. I made really good money.
Oh,
and, I did enough to pay for the shipping and then profit on top of that.
Come on down to Gator's Ninja Surplus.
Dude.
Buy 3 stars, get the 4th free.
Dude, it went over really well.
I would imagine it would.
Like I said, I've still got some of the throwing stars. I still have a Texas toothpick, which is a nice little, like, single-handled, double-bladed knife. And I've got that in the house right now. I could show it to you.
Oh, my God.
Got a camouflage handle.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, the leather case that it had a case that clipped on your belt. And that case, wore out, but the knife's still going strong. I've got it out in the garage.
Wow.
I have a pair at the farm.
You were an arms dealer.
I was, actually.
Gator was a high school arms dealer.
Could you imagine trying to sell stuff like that in a high school now?
No.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, seriously, I'd get expelled.
Yeah, you'd be... The cops would be called. It would not just be an expulsion.
But I covered myself, and I told anybody that bought the stuff, I said, look, you got to take this home in the packaging. They'll let me deliver it here. But, if you get it out, then it's all done. And everybody to a person stuck with it and,
Well, yeah, they didn't want to lose their Ninja Stars they just bought.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, then. Nope, this is a new story for me.
I can't believe I've never told you this.
I've never heard this before.
Yeah. I made some good money at it.
I mean, again, I would imagine.
But I would
it's a bunch
buy
of high school
stuff.
Boys buying freaking bladed weapons. Of course, you're gonna freaking make good money at it. The only way you could have made the only way you could have made more money at it is if you bundled it with a subscription to Playboy or something like that.
True. We had National Geographic in my high school library.
We've talked about that.
I was covered.
I know. We've talked about that.
That was my porn as a kid.
That in the Sears catalog.
Oh, man, yeah. The JCPenney and Sears catalog, the bra ads. Oh, yeah.
Boy, Kohl's stepped up the game significantly.
But that was something?
Well, that was a little past my time. Mm-hmm. I mean, by the time Kohl's was around, I was... Yeah, I didn't need it. But,
when I worked
But I'm just saying, if the Kohl's ads today were available then, my God.
Yeah. I don't know if I've told you this. When I worked at the Big Daily... that I won't go into where it's at.
Okay, I know.
But I worked at a fairly big daily newspaper. 65,000 circulation on Sunday and 50 plus during the week. And when I worked there, we would get calls.
Anymore.
We would get calls and complaints about the Famous and Bar bra ads in the paper.
Are you serious?
Yes, people would call in pissed.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
they're boobs.
Yeah.
Free the nipple.
They weren't even boobs. They were
grandma bras.
No, they weren't grandma bras. They were good-looking models, but they're black and white print ads, and people would get upset.
Free the nipple.
Oh, all day.
Free the nipple.
All day. You listen on Instagram?
I say, free the nipple.
Stop making them blur it or scratch it out.
Yep. Free the nipple. Anyway, all right then. Well,
ladies, we're on your side.
Now we know. I don't know if it... I think we have ulterior motives, but anyway,
we like boobs. I heart boobs.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like a boob?
I know.
I like both of them. I like a nice matching set.
I'm an equal opportunist. Left one, right one. I love them both.
Once you've seen one, you want to see them all.
Precisely. Anyway,
sorry we digress. I hope the kids aren't in the car.
Boy, that got wretched. That just got weird.
It's late.
Gator was an arms dealer. That's a whole new...
That was a real thing, man.
That is a whole new thing for me to process.
Yeah, that was a thing.
Wow. Okay.
And like I said, my school was okay with it as long as the product didn't get out of the packaging.
I think that cracks me up even more.
Oh, I used to sell a ton of like camouflage BDUs, that kind of stuff.
Did you ever have teachers buy stuff?
You know,
or was it just kids?
It's funny now that you say that. I can't remember
Gym
any
stocking up on
They should have been
nunchucks.
They should have been because the kids outarmed them. Yeah, they had them outgunned.
If there was ever a revolt, my God.
The nunchucks that I have at the farm are metal ones. They're not even wood.
Wow.
Yeah, and they hurt. Because, you get to swing it around, invariably you're going to bang yourself in the head, and it'll knock you cold.
Well, that explains a lot.
A lot.
That explains so much. Oh, my gosh. You've clocked yourself.
I'll tell you, the other really hot item was a butterfly knife.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I sold a shit ton of butterfly knives.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you even allowed to have those anymore?
I'm not going to confirm or deny whether I still have those.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying, in general, can a person...
I think so. I think I still see those at the gun shows and whatnot for sale.
I don't know.
I'll tell you, you can't have a switchblade.
I haven't been to a gun show in forever. Yeah, no, you can't have a switchblade.
No, you can't have a switchblade. But in Illinois, because of your FOID card, you can have a swing blade that's like, the spring loaded. But you can only possess that if you have a FOID card.
Which, for those of you listening, is our government-issued firearm owner identification card, which is a card that we have to pay for and apply for in order to
and then pray the state police will actually fill it in any kind of timely
in
manner.
order to exercise our Second Amendment right, because evidently the People's Republic of Illinois has chosen to ignore the Second Amendment. Yeah. But that's neither here nor there. So if we have any Second Amendment lawyers that listen to us on the regular, hey, come to Illinois and sue the shit out of them for the FOID card. But anyway.
There are cases processing right now that are headed for the Supreme Court. Good. I would tell you, I think the FOID card will be voided.
I would love for the FOID card to be voided.
You know what one of the cases is? And I'm going to butcher this, okay? But one of the cases that's really got them in a pickle is this woman that had a gun to protect her house. Mm-hmm. And I don't remember if someone broke in or the police went there for something, and they found out she owned this gun, and they took her gun from her house because she didn't have a valid FOID card. They seized her gun, and I think may or may not have charged her. Her contention is that was her gun in her house, and she had every right to own it based on the Second Amendment.
Yes.
And the fact that Illinois said that you can't exercise a constitutional right in your own home. It wasn't like she was out at a store and they caught it on her.
No, because that's concealed carry. That's a whole different thing.
They took it from her house, and that's one of the cases processing, I think, up through the Illinois Supreme Court right now.
Oh, I hope she wins.
Yeah, it could void the FOID.
I would love to void the FOID.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm all in.
All in. Okay. Yep. Well, now that we've talked politics a little bit there.
Yeah, well, people love that.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they do.
Not sure they do either. Anyway, so before we get into the segment winners here, JFR Lunatic Connecticut.
Good cigar.
Or not Lunatic. It's just the JFR Connecticut.
Yeah, not a Lunatic.
It's not a Lunatic.
No.
If I have said Lunatic, I am mistaken. This is
just a Connecticut Super Toro.
Just the JFR Connecticut Super Toro.
Yeah. Good smoke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I really like this. I would have liked to have gone into it.
It's good.
Maybe in a morning or first cigar kind of status, but even for smoking as much as I've done today, which I don't think is healthy, to have 6 cigars a day, I'm thinking I'm pushing my limit there.
FDA report says 1 to 2 a day does
0
to you. So you're pushing it there.
Well, think about it. 6 is just 2 times 3. So what's 0 times 3?
So if you don't smoke for the next 2 days, it'll
I balance out.
I don't think it.
No, it doesn't work that way at all.
No. But anyway.
But you know me, I smoke when I drive, and I drove a lot today.
It's true.
So, no, this is a really, really good cigar.
It is good. It's smooth. It's got a kind of a creamy, nutty.
It really does.
Not really nutty. It's the
creamy.
It's the creamy, kind of smooth flavor to it.
Yeah. And I'm getting a little bit of that salt you were talking about.
Right.
And, on the smoke.
Butter pat.
Every once in a while, I'll get a cigar that has like a salty taste to it. Mm-hmm. I kind of like that.
Adds a little something different.
It really does.
So, let's go ahead.
Segment ideas.
Get into segment ideas here. So the first one.
We think we've distilled it down.
We think we have. So the first one that we're going to announce here.
And we want to thank everyone for your entries.
Yes. Everybody who took time out to email me and everything like that.
And the son of a bitch that wanted me to get shocked, piss off. But anyway.
That was Christian. And
he wants me to get shocked.
Well, okay. So while we're talking about that, I did buy that game.
God damn it.
But you and I together, just by ourselves, it's not really all that entertaining. Because if I'm asking the question, obviously I'm not in on the trivia.
Yeah, you're just going to shock the shit out of me.
Basically, it's an excuse to shock you.
Yes.
And I get
or vice versa.
And Christian, I totally get where you were going, and I love it. But
why do you want me shocked too?
I think it'd be funny. But
God damn it.
It's neither here nor there.
I love you, Christian, but no on the shocking.
But anyway, but one thing I will say is I did buy it, but I'm going to reserve it back for when we have maybe multiple people with us. Like, let's say Pinky and Broccoli are with us. Then at that point, it can be more entertaining.
Well, how about this? We're going to be recording, I'm hoping, at some point in the next week here with Husto.
Yeah, I don't know
so
if
we'll just shock the shit out of Husto on the show.
I don't think that's a good idea at all.
Well, at least Trey Mac.
Okay.
Yeah, Husto would approve.
Husto would approve. Yeah, I don't want to shock the studio sponsor.
Shock the piss out of Trey Mac repeatedly.
It's like, well, we've lost the studio sponsorship.
Do you remember on Ghostbusters?
Mm-hmm.
When they're doing the game where he's flipping the cards up and he's just shocking the piss out of that guy. That's what I want it to be like.
And that poor guy, he got a number of them right. But because,
the squiggly lines.
But because Peter Venkman was hitting on the chick.
Yeah.
And she got none of them right.
No, but I mean, look at her.
Yeah.
Who cares?
I know, right?
Yeah. But yeah, that poor little bastard got the shit shocked out of him.
He even spit his gum out in that one shot. That was funny. That was good. Anyway.
No human would stack up books like this.
I love Ghostbusters. I'm so excited for the new one.
But Melissa McCarthy, I saw an article the other day where she's all pissed off because she doesn't understand why everybody hates her Ghostbuster movie.
Because it was a rehash of the first one.
Yeah.
I have no problem with the characters. I have no problem whatsoever with the characters.
Yeah.
I didn't like that they took the old Ghostbusters and recast them instead of just
They had to do cameos.
I thought that was stupid. But
everybody but Rick Moranis came back. That was alive.
Yeah. I thought that was stupid. But in terms of the four ladies and even Chris Hemsworth, I thought they were entertaining enough. The problem is
Chris Hemsworth was annoying as hell in that movie.
But I will say, if you watch 1984 Ghostbusters,
yes,
and then immediately start watching Ghostbusters, what is it, Answer the Call or whatever they're calling it now?
Yeah, whatever.
If you watch them back to back, dude, it's the same movie.
Now, you know what
the same friggin' plot.
The funny thing is, Addie, my 11-year-old,
yeah,
loves the female version of Ghostbusters, does not like the original.
It's more reason for me to think that your daughter's kind of like not quite right.
She loves it. She'll watch it over and over. I will say, when I saw it in the theater, I was just like, ugh. I was kind of excited to see it, and it did not live up to my expectations. Watching it with her repeatedly, like I have, it does have its moments, and it's not as bad as I originally thought.
It was actually. I mean, look, if you're not going into it with too much, it's an all right movie.
Yeah.
Like I said, the problem is, almost beat for beat, it's the same movie as Ghostbusters 84. So, it's like, look, come up with an original story for these gals, and I'd be totally all in on it.
Yeah.
Or if they would have made it like a franchise thing.
When does the new Ghostbusters come out?
November.
Ooh, I'm looking forward to that.
I know. And actually, you know what drops literally the same day as this episode?
What?
The Many Saints of Newark.
Oh, you're jazzed about that.
I already checked to see if they were doing like a Thursday night midnight show, but they're not, because I guess the new Venom movie comes out the same day, and so they're doing midnight shows of that. And, whatever. But
does Venom blow your skirt up? Because
I still haven't seen the first one.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's a Spider-Man thing, but like, whatever.
Yeah, I haven't.
I still haven't seen the first one.
Same here.
So I'm not really dying to see the second one. But, dude, Many Saints of Newark, all about that.
Well, I bet.
So I can guarantee you, as you're listening to this on Friday, guys, my ass is parked in a movie theater seat with a big bucket of popcorn and a nice big bottle of water.
With a hole in it?
Heaven forbid. No. I don't think anybody's going with me. And a nice big bottle of water, because heaven forbid movie theaters actually have fresh brewed iced tea.
Right.
And I'm going to be sitting there, and I'm going to be enjoying watching the origin of Tony Soprano.
I hate to say
it's
it.
going to be amazing.
I've never watched The Sopranos. I don't know if I would get it.
You're going to get way less of the inside stuff than I will, but it might be a good segue into The Sopranos for you. Maybe. Okay. I don't know. Having never seen it, I don't know. It might be a total inside thing for Sopranos people, and if you haven't seen Sopranos, then you're just out of luck.
Yeah.
But I suspect that that's probably not the case. What I'm suspecting is that they've probably set this up in such a way that if you're a Sopranos fan, you get a ton out of it, and if you're not a Sopranos fan, it might introduce you to the world to where you might be curious to watch the show finally.
Okay. It could serve a dual purpose.
That is my guess.
Okay.
If they were smart, and David Chase is a smart guy, so I'm betting that's what they did.
Yeah.
Anyway,
so back to our segments. I digress.
Yeah, I've been talking.
I digressed us.
Worried that I lost my burn, but I
No,
didn't.
you got a good cherry going on that.
Mm-hmm. I do have a little split down by the cap.
Oh, do you?
And it's causing, you know how sometimes when you split the wrapper, smoke will come out of that split?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm having kind of a weird draw. Because
now, I will say part of that could be my fault.
Okay.
Because I bought these in Kansas and then took them to Colorado that has, no humidity.
Okay.
They were bagged up, but they may have dried out a hair on me because of that.
You son of a bitch.
I'm just saying.
All right. Well, the first one that you and I we talked them all out. Again, some of them work as a regular thing. Some of them work as a periodic thing. Some of them, quite frankly, were interesting, but at the same time just kind of felt like a morning show shtick.
Yeah.
It didn't seem like you and I could really, tailor it as we wanted, or also maybe it wouldn't result in too much in the way of conversation.
Yeah. Like something like the old MJ and BJ show would have done, or, Stephen DC here in St. Louis.
Weenie in the butt.
Weenie in the butt.
Weenie in the butt.
Weenie in the butt.
Weenie in the butt. Anyway, so the first one, though, is one that admittedly is probably going to be a fairly short segment, but that's all right. I think it's entertaining. It's Joke of the Week. So
okay. Now, I'm going to call an audible on that.
Okay.
Because I'm going to do it.
I know you are.
It's going to be the dad joke of the week.
And that's fine.
Okay.
Because here's the thing. We all have been sitting around in the cigar lounge when suddenly a joke off starts.
Mm-hmm.
And so it doesn't hurt to have an arsenal of jokes at the ready.
Exactly.
So, if you're looking for that, Jeff will have some dad jokes. So anyway, when
do we want to start this?
I don't know. Soon. Start arming yourself. Okay. I'm going to be working on the bumper music and, that kind of fun stuff.
Okay.
The little we need the butt, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So
lots of old-timey horns and whatnot.
Yeah, something along the lines of, something kind of like, this kind of thing, something like that. But not that exactly.
Okay.
So, anyway. So that suggestion
You're really proud of that.
I really am.
You just wanted to bust that out to hear it.
Dude, I put a lot of time and effort into the Ask the Boys intro.
You did, and then I shat on it.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. So anyway, Frank and Glenn, you guys both suggested the joke segment. So
double prize.
We got double prize there for the joke segment here.
Okay.
So next up is one that which one is this? Oh, that one we're going to save till last.
Okay.
Because that's the one that we're going to have to ask help for.
Yes. Okay. That makes sense.
The next one up that we thought would be pretty easily done and something that can be done is cigar news.
Yes. Which we've dabbled with.
We've dabbled.
Yeah.
Dabbled. I kind of quit doing it when it became let's be real. There wasn't a lot of news during COVID.
Yep. Hey, here's a new Vitola in the cigar we've had for 100 years.
Which, admittedly, some of those, quite frankly, some of these, it may end up being that. You know, it's one of those
But that
things.
is cigar news.
It is cigar news, I guess. So, anyway, so we'll do some cigar news. And that suggestion came to us from both Alan and Rob. So
double prize.
Another double prize. my 3 prize packs has suddenly now turned to 4, and I still have the last one to announce here. So, and this one is also a double prize. So,
6.
I know, right? It's funny how that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so the last segment, though, this idea comes to us both from Noah and from Lisa, and they both suggested doing pairings.
Yes.
Now, here's the thing. Lisa suggested doing it with Pinky, and I will talk to Pinky, but at the same time, and I'm just going to say this, Pinky is a novice smoker.
Yes.
So I don't know exactly how well her palate...
I think Pinky would be good with the pairing part, maybe not with the cigar part of the pairing as much. Because she's got a new palate, and, she's just kind of finding her way. Getting her sea legs, as it were.
Mm-hmm. And then also, admittedly, I think Mr. Pinky is the whiskey connoisseur of the two of them.
Yep.
And I think she enjoys some of the things that he brings home. But I don't know if she's like out dabbling in what whiskeys and whatnot she likes and everything as well.
Yeah.
So, I'll talk to her. I don't know if she's going to be the regular. But that does bring up the idea of, okay, who is going to do it?
Yeah.
Because you and I are not the people to do a pairing.
No, we don't drink that much.
No, we don't.
Let's be honest.
Nope.
It doesn't happen.
It doesn't happen.
And, like, you and I will go out to dinner or something, and we both end up drinking iced tea.
Yep. And if we pair with iced tea every week, people are going to get pretty bored.
It'd be iced tea or coffee for me 90% of the time.
Exactly. So, I guess what we're kind of saying is...
Throwing it out there.
We're throwing it out there that, guys, we're looking for somebody to do a pairing segment. Now, think the Broccoli Rob segment.
Yeah.
3 minutes at most. Something that... And admittedly, I'm just going to give you a little background here. Broccoli, he records that on his own. He has his own microphone. He uses his own computer and everything. He records that on his deck or wherever he's doing that.
Yep.
And he records it. He puts it all together. He scripts it. I mean, that's all him. And then he sends me the MP3. And all I do is I just drop it in.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking for
yes.
from a pairing segment. It's a commitment. It's a weekly commitment. It's one of those things that, yeah, there's something to it. You gotta really work at it. So, I'm open to auditions.
Yes.
But I'll also say that I'm looking for commitment. So if you don't think you can do what we're asking,
like a weekly segment
on a weekly basis, maybe just, as much fun as you may have doing it,
sit a couple of plays out.
Yeah. Exactly.
Take a little breather.
Take a breather. So,
anyway. Sit the next couple plays out, champ.
So, I guess that's all I'm saying is just be honest with yourself. If you don't think you can pull it off on a weekly basis, I'm sure you're great at it, but, maybe sit it out.
Yeah, but that's part of the deal is we want it to be a weekly segment.
Mm-hmm.
So. Mm-hmm.
Thanks for filling that time there. Anyway, so no, and that's exactly it. We want it to be a weekly segment, and it's just all about commitment. But we are open to the idea of a pairings segment. I think it would be really valuable for everybody.
Actually.
I think it would be even valuable for you and me.
Yeah,
because again, that's a whole aspect of cigars that I'm not into.
Yeah,
mostly because I'm not any kind of a drinker.
Yeah.
Really. And so it's
not that either one of us have a problem with it necessarily. We just don't do it.
I would say I'm just not much of I don't drink straight liquor by and large.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'll do cocktails and things like that, but
I will say though,
but even then my range on that is even limited. So,
and you'll have to go back and listen to the show because I can't remember the name of it. But that rum that Al brought, Bumbu. Oh my God, is that good?
Yeah, I know you said you liked it.
I like the smell of it more than the taste of it, if you can believe that.
Mm-hmm.
It smelled like Bananas Foster.
Okay. Well, There's some liquors that sometimes you just like the smell of it more than the taste of it.
Yeah, well, and that's the thing.
It's one of those
it
things.
Didn't taste bad. Now, I will say I liked it better. I cut it with a little bit of water.
Okay.
And then it was really good.
Yeah.
So and I know some purists might frown on that, but I was drinking it and I'm like, man, it's good, but I'm not a giant liquor guy.
Yeah.
You know that. So I cut it with just, maybe a third water to 2/3 of the rum. And then, it was smooth.
All right, then. So anyway, guys, if you think that you can handle doing a consistent weekly pairing segment, shoot me an MP3 with an audition, over at nick@cigarpulpit.com.
Yeah.
And we'll give it a listen, and we'll see what's what. But again, it's weekly. It's consistent.
How much we paying for that? Oh, it's free.
It's
It's
for somebody who wants to just,
to join in.
To join in and be the authority.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Not the authority. The authority on our show.
Yeah.
Not ripping off anybody's other idea.
Barry
Stein.
I love Barry.
I know.
We need to get him back on.
Soon.
Yeah, I hope so.
Soon. We'll make it happen.
Check out my ash.
You have not ashed yet. You do have a nice solid ash. That's probably nearly a third of the cigar.
Yeah.
First third.
Yeah, this thing's holding together like a champ.
Yeah. It's smoking great.
Mm-hmm.
Got that good, smooth, creamy flavor to it.
It really does. I like this cigar.
It's good. Have to do a retro here.
I wonder if anybody local carries this. Does Dan have this? I don't know if he does.
I know he's got some Aganorsa. I don't know if he has this one in particular, though.
I'm going to have to mention this one to him.
You will have to check it out.
Yeah, because this is a good stick.
We'll see how it finishes. I know Dan's in love with that My Father Connecticut because it has that little bit of extra oomph at the in the final third there.
I like that cigar, too.
It's a good cigar. But, so... Have to see. And I will say, how much did you pay for this?
I don't know.
Because when I was checking out online to find out the makeup of the cigar and everything like that, this is an affordable cigar.
Yeah.
Like a lot of places, it's like $6-7.
Yeah. I'd say that was probably in the price range. Yeah.
Which for a 6.5 by 52, I mean, that's a good price for
I might have my
cigar.
receipt in the bag, I'm not sure.
Okay.
But
I thought you were hoarding your receipts.
What's that?
Waiting for your $10.99.
Yeah, like I'm ever going to get that.
Well, it's going to be real funny when I give you a $10.99 and you don't have any receipts.
Oh, I can produce them.
I'm sure you can. Anyway.
Guess what, motherfucker?
Well, it's time for 3 cigars that we have smoked and enjoyed this week. Did you know they're coming out with a Tiger King too?
Yes.
I about died when I saw that preview. They're going to do a Tiger King 2 where they follow up on everything that's happened since that first one hit.
Well, the one guy died, didn't he?
Yeah, the one zookeeper guy died.
Yeah.
And then I'm wanting to say the guy with the harem, the other guy, he got arrested.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got arrested for something. And then there was all the drama about, the continuing police investigation that opened up into that bitch Carol Baskin's husband, and everything, dead husband.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's been...
She made a cryptocurrency.
Yes.
Some kind of cat coin.
We talked about that. Yeah. Scat coin.
Scat, that was it.
It was scat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is shit coin.
Well, it was a $sign cat, but the problem is that makes it scat, and scat means shit, so it's a shit coin.
Shit coin.
Did she actually come out with it, or did it was it a not? Because that was a CNN article that you actually read. That was like an actual legit
news, yeah.
Well, if you believe CNN is actually legit news. But anyway, that's neither here nor there.
Man.
But yeah, so I just I don't know if she actually came out with it or not. But no, Tiger King 2 coming soon to Netflix.
I think she came out with it. I mean, it's not trading on Robinhood or anything, let's be honest. But,
no, probably not.
But I think she actually may have come out with it and then sold it or sold the rights to it.
Okay.
I think, unless I just dreamed that, I think I heard
you may
that.
have.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Jeff,
3 cigars.
3 cigars that we have smoked and enjoyed this week. Are you interested in going first, or shall I?
I will take the lead.
Okay.
I had a 2012 by Oscar Valadares.
Ah, good
OBC.
cigar.
And it was the Orange Band, and I never remember what they are.
I believe that's Corojo.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It was really good. I had that today, actually, on my
Nice.
way driving back from the farm to here.
Hard box press torpedo?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good cigar.
It is a good cigar. Actually, at some point, you and I are going to do an experiment with that cigar.
Okay.
I have in my possession a
I hate to say it, mine was not a torpedo. But it was a hard box press.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Like really flat box press.
I have in my possession, I have one that is from 2 years ago.
Oh, do you?
2 or 3 years ago. And then I have another that's from 1 or 2 years ago. And then we need to procure another one like recently.
Okay.
And then we can smoke them to see what the how the cigar differs with age.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
I like it a lot,
I
actually.
have 2 of each of the various past years. Speaking of past years, I do want to give a special shout out to listener Doug Pendleton. Doug was nice enough to gift us some Las Calaveras, Jeff.
Oh.
He gifted us not just 1, but 4 years worth of them because it's an annual release, different blends every year.
Well, thank you. I did not know that.
He gave us this at the Rivermen event, and he gifted us the 2018, 2019, 2020, and 2021 Las Calaveras. And that way, and he gave 3 of each of them in the Robusto size so that you and I and Pinky can sit down, light up 4 cigars, and compare and contrast amongst the 4 of them.
Well, that was cool.
I think it's going to be really fun.
That was really nice.
Seriously, Doug, that was extremely generous, and we want to thank you for that.
We should call and have him on at least the beginning of that show to thank him when we do it.
I agree.
Love it.
My first cigar is an old favorite that I smoked just today as well. One that I picked up down in Memphis when I was down there meeting Nick Perdomo, and it was the Perdomo.
Had to do a name drop there, did you?
Well, it's relevant. It's the Perdomo Champagne 10th or Reserve 10th anniversary Champagne. I did the Epicure, not the Super Toro.
Not the Super. You love the Super Toro.
I do, but I bought a box of the Epicures.
Oh, I was unaware.
Which are the Toros.
Okay.
Mostly because I find myself gravitating more towards the 52 to like 56, 58.
You know what you're doing?
I've dropped down.
You're coming back to my world.
I'm coming back to reality a little bit. The 60s just, man, they just seem a bit much sometimes.
It is, yeah.
Although another one of my cigars that I'll talk about here in a bit was also a 60.
I never got your obsession with the larger ring gauge cigars.
Well,
I'm not as big a fan.
For me, it all kind of started when I was like starting smoking and everything.
Did you feel like you were the banker on Monopoly?
Partly, but also partly because it was one of those things where when you look at the price of a Toro and then you look at the price of a Gordo, it's usually only maybe like at most $1 difference.
Yeah.
But you get so much more tobacco with the Gordo.
Yeah.
You know? And so for me, it was a bang for my buck kind of situation.
But sometimes, and I think this is the case with me, you just like that getting more of the wrapper.
Yeah.
Than the filler. And
I
that's,
get it.
And you're just getting a lot more filler with a bigger cigar.
I totally get it. So, all right. So that was my first one is the Perdomo Reserve 10th Anniversary Champagne Epicure.
Okay. Next up for me, I smoked a Yagua. It was one of the ones I got from Dan's Unboxing.
I also smoked one of those. I smoked it on Sunday after the Broccolis had left for Indiana.
Yep.
Sunday morning was my saying goodbye time period. I took Al to the airport and went and had breakfast with the Broccolis and everything like that. And they hit the road, and I ran a few errands, came home, and settled into my driveway where I basically didn't move for the rest of the day.
I get that.
I did smoke a Yagua in the driveway.
Oh, it's such a good cigar.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
I'm so glad I have that, box.
Yeah, you got a whole box, you son of a bitch. I'm sitting on about 8 that I've picked up, but
hey, that's not bad.
No,
that's
but
a good supply.
I should have grabbed a box when I had the chance.
Well, I got lucky. But anyway.
Timing is everything.
Timing is everything. So my second one for the week is another one I picked up down in Memphis. I went through the Tinderbox humidor there, and I found a Villiger
You were talking about the
TAA exclusive, the 2020 TAA exclusive Villiger cigar. Holy shit.
Yeah.
You and I don't have Villiger cigars up here.
No.
And
you told me you had that,
dude,
and I was jealous.
I need to get more of these things.
You said it was great.
So good. It smoked perfectly.
Wow.
And it tasted good. I mean, it was a good cigar. So, Teddy, if you're listening to this, I need you to run by the Lakeland Tinderbox. And
Lost my ash.
Oh, you did.
I did.
About halfway, though.
Yeah, I know.
You got quite a ways on that cigar with that.
This cigar the construction's just amazing.
The JFR Connecticut.
Yep.
But no, Teddy, if you're listening to this, I need you to go by that Lakeland Tinderbox and get some more of those Villiger TAA exclusive 2020s, because, man, I need more of those in my life.
Yeah, you were raving about that cigar with me.
It was a good cigar.
Yeah.
So
you called to tell me how good it was.
It was good.
Yeah.
So no, I'm digging it. I liked it, and I'm pretty sure it was. If it wasn't a 60, it was like a 58. I mean, it was a bigger cigar.
Yeah.
So
there was some cat walking around the Rivermen event smoking one of those horse's legs from Martinez.
Yeah, the 140 gauge.
Yeah, and I said horse's leg, not horse's dick, because I wanted to be classy.
Okay.
Anyway, I just wanted to point that out.
It was more similar to a dick, but whatever. Anyway.
I watched that cat work on that thing all day.
I'm sure he worked on it all night too.
Yeah, that's an all day smoke.
And I don't mean that as like a dick joke. I mean that as that takes that long to
all day
smoke. So anyway, so what's your? That was my second one. What's your third one there?
I'm gonna beat you to it. I don't know. You had some other cigars this week, but for me it was that Aladino Elegante.
The Cameroon that we smoked at PulpitFest.
Yeah.
Yep. Good cigar.
And thanks again to studio sponsor Jerry Tobacco and to Dan the Man over at Rivermen.
Yes, they made that happen.
Up. Yep.
And I really appreciate that. And I'll tell you, a number of people at the party had not had that before, including Al.
And they raved about it. Everybody
to a T enjoyed that cigar.
Yeah.
And a number of people there. Lisa, Broccoli's wife.
Oh, yeah.
She'd never had one. Al had never had one. I think Teddy had never had one. I don't know about Doug and Trent, but I do know that they at least had never had one.
Yep.
They were all raving about it, though.
Yeah.
So, dude, it's a fantastic cigar.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a Lancero, but it's one of the few that I'll smoke.
Yeah, I think we gave one of those, if I'm not mistaken, to Shannon's dad as well.
I believe so.
I think we hooked him up, Shannon from Top Shooters.
And the voice of the intro to the Broccoli Rob segment.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My man, Broccoli Rob.
Which Broccoli got a picture with her.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
Shannon's really nice. She pretends to hate me.
She puts on a front.
I'm not sure she's pretending, but I like Shannon.
Either,
so
yeah. So, and then my last one is, dude, I've been smoking a lot of stuff I picked up down in Memphis, and because it's been different stuff.
Yeah. And
so this one also came from Memphis. It was the Big Papi Toro from David Ortiz.
Ooh.
And it's got a picture of him, on the band.
If I'm not mistaken, I believe he's an athlete.
He is.
Yeah.
I believe he played for the Red Sox.
Big Papi.
Big Papi.
Wasn't he in on beating the Cardinals once in the World Series?
Probably.
I think he was, and I'm not happy about that.
It's one of the few times that the Cardinals lost in the series.
It's true.
So, by the way, on a friggin' tear. Can't talk about it too much because if I do, I'm going to jinx it. So.
Yeah, I don't know how they played tonight, so.
Yeah, so I'm not going to.
As we record on Wednesday night for Friday.
I probably should just shut up, but.
Well, regardless, they broke a record.
Mm-hmm.
What they end up, they were at 18 wins. Let me see.
17 or 18? I don't know.
Yeah, I think they were up to 18.
But all I know is they beat the shit out of the Cubs when they were in town, and Lupe had to sit there and endure my...
Oh, he did. That was brutal.
The
Brewers beat him tonight, Wednesday night, 4-0.
Damn it.
Yep, so the streak's over.
Well, I guess it had to happen at some point. That's all right.
Yep. And they secured the wild card in the midst of that, so that was a good thing.
That's good.
There you go.
Well, anyway, so yeah, I had the Big Poppy Toro. Good cigar.
They were up to 17 wins. Tonight would have been 18.
Damn it.
Yep. But, at 17.
No, that's a really good
They
streak,
caught fire.
Man. They did.
Yep.
So, but yeah, that would be my third one.
Well, there you go. Good segment.
Big Poppy. So
good segment.
Good segment.
I like
good segment. Good talk.
Good talk.
Good talk. Speaking of good talk,
let me before we end, can I point something out?
Okay.
So you went to Memphis.
Uh-huh.
And you bought yourself a whole shit ton of cigars to try.
Mm-hmm.
And I went to the Kansas City Cigar Festival. And what did I do?
You bought some doubles. I also bought some doubles.
Oh, did you? Okay.
I didn't buy doubles of everything because...
You realize I bought like 12 doubles.
I did not.
Yeah. I was naming them off to you earlier. I got 2 of these. I got 2 of these.
How much other stuff did you buy, though?
I bought a few extra cigars.
You and I went different routes.
We did. Yes. Actually, I think I bought an Aroa 20 series, and that may have been the only individual cigar that I bought. If you go through that pack right now and look at them.
You and I went different routes.
It happens.
I mean, only because I was there. It was a specific event, so I went hard in that event. And obviously, you
leaned hard into the Perdomo, is what you're saying.
I did lean very hard into the Perdomo. I brought you back, and I brought it with me one day, and we were supposed to meet up. And
I've never seen it.
You didn't meet up with me, but I still have a little 4-pack of Connecticut.
What day in the last year that I was supposed to meet you, I didn't?
All I know is I brought it with me, and
we're together all the time.
I brought it with me, and you didn't meet up, or something. Something happened, and
weird.
I didn't get it to you, so it's sitting in my humidor at home, still waiting for you. But it's a little 4-pack of Connecticut's.
Oh,
it's like all the different kinds of Connecticut's that Perdomo puts out.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you.
So
that was nice.
I would say, you know what it was?
What?
It was my freebies. So what happened was I purchased some cigars from Mr. Perdomo, and then I was allowed 8 free cigars.
Yeah.
As part of the deal.
Yeah.
So they had 3 packs. It was Connecticut Sun-Grown Maduro. And I got myself a Sun-Grown, and I said, but you know what? I'm going to get this Connecticut for my co-host.
Well, see, there you go. We were thinking of each other, which is really bizarre.
And I bought...
disturbing.
And the one that I bought, that is the double, and I'm trying to secure a guest that we can smoke it with.
Okay.
I bought the exclusive, super aged brick house.
Ooh.
Have you heard about this?
Yes.
Where it's like they found a box of brick house that's been in a freaking wall for 10 years or some shit like that. Whatever.
Which I could believe it. We were in that factory. I mean, I know.
I don't say it's possible, but anyway. So no, I bought 2 of those because I figured, it's something different.
Yeah.
Something limited. So I bought 2 of those.
I know down at the factory at the El Rio.
And I would have probably bought more of the stuff that I've been mentioning. You know, I smoked the Aganorsa Leaf, the rare leaf. I smoked or I bought a couple others, but admittedly those were more I wanted to try them.
I think I've got 2 rare leaves in there.
Did you really?
I do, yeah.
Oh, well anyway, I wanted to try it, and so it was one of those things that I didn't want to buy too many of them in case I lit one up and I was like, this is not good.
Yeah.
But everything that I bought so far, I have really, really liked. And I did, for the record, I did smoke that rare leaf. I liked it. I'm looking more, I did buy a Supreme Leaf, and I'm looking a little bit more forward to that. The rare leaf was really good.
Yeah.
But I almost wonder if maybe, let's put it this way. If you do have 2 of them in that bag, I'm looking forward to revisiting it, because the day that I smoked it.
By God, I'm going to look.
All right. The day that I smoked it, I had smoked a couple of different cigars, and I think it just blended in with everything else.
Okay.
And I don't think I quite gave it the fairness that it deserved.
That happens.
So.
Okay. You know what? I'll just go. Yeah. Well, no. Okay. I got. Which one were you talking about?
Aganorsa Leaf, the rare leaf.
I have the Aganorsa Leaf, but it's the Connecticut. That's what I got. It's an AJ Fernandez blend.
Okay.
So I have those first to try.
All right. Well, then I'll have to find myself another rare leaf around somewhere. But that's okay. I know I can do it. And,
I knew I'd bought some Aganorsa, but it's not the same one.
Yeah. I know I can do it. It's just that I need to give it another shot.
While I'm at it.
It's not that it was bad. It just was there. And I need to, from all the hype that surrounds that cigar, I know there's something more to it that I'm missing, so I need to find out what that is.
Okay. Now, I will admit, I did buy one extra cigar when I was out at the Kansas City Cigar Fest, because I just found it here. I got a Cuesta Rey Sun-Grown. But I didn't buy two of those because we've done those on the show before.
Yeah.
So.
Well, you know what? Look at you thinking.
I was thinking of the show, buddy.
That's really impressive.
And while I'm at it, I'm just going to tell you what else.
You and I need to road trip down to Memphis and go hang with Teddy, because they've got a number of cigar lounges down there, and you didn't get a chance to put his meat in your mouth. And
oh my God!
I think we need to make a trip down there so that can happen.
Okay. So here's the rest of the duplicates I got you, just so you know, and some of the listeners may give us some ideas on which ones we should do on the show. I got the Partagas, the red label.
Okay. It's
the 1845.
Okay.
I also got two Monte Cristo, and I'm going to butcher this, and I apologize. The Esponda. It's a Connecticut.
Okay.
I don't know if you can read that. It's this one right here.
Over on the end there?
Yeah.
Espada? Yeah, there's no N. It's the
Espada.
Espada. You know what? I've seen that. You know who carries that?
No.
The Hill Cigar Company actually carries that. And you and I have smoked that before.
Have we?
That is one.
I did not recognize
that is one that Jody over at the Hill Cigar Company told us was so incredibly good. And she's right. So,
well, I got two of them. We can do those on the show.
We'll have to revisit that. You know what? Maybe we'll see if Jody wants to come back. She hasn't been on in a little while.
Oh, there you go.
We can do that with her.
I also got... I'll pop this open. I also got a pair of Ashton Cabinets.
Okay.
And let's see. It's a Bellicoso. So I got those for us to try. And I also got a couple of Undercrowns. I got the 550 Robusto, the Undercrown 10.
Okay. Oh, the Undercrown 10's a good cigar.
Yeah, I got two of those for us.
I haven't tried the Robusto. I've only tried the Toro. So that'll be interesting to see how it distills down.
Exactly.
So
now, hold on. Wait.
There's more?
But wait, there's more.
My God. Look at you being all magnanimous.
It's, I thought it was my one chance. I got...
Get away from me, moth.
Mothra.
Damn it.
That was a big moth.
Was a big moth.
I got two Infinity.
Okay.
And then let me... Here, I'll have to bust it open.
Was that... Is Infinity?
Infinity.
Is that like a budget cigar?
No, it's... Let's see here. Yeah, it's the Affinity Toro. It's a 54 by 6. And I don't know who that label is. Do you recognize that? It's not one that I was familiar with, which was exactly why I grabbed it.
All right, then. No, I don't know it.
Yep.
So,
and then got two more here. I got a TAA. I'll let you.
Which one's that?
It's the exclusive.
But
it's a Carrillo. Here, see it. There you go. I got that, and last but not least, I got us some.
It's the EP Carrillo. It's Carrillo's TAA exclusive one.
And then I got that. Look at that cigar there.
That would be. Oh my God! It's the Villiger TAA exclusive 2021. Holy crap!
Surprise.
Well, I'll tell you what, buddy. If the 2021's as good as the 2020,
yep,
we're in for a treat with that one.
There you go. And then,
but Teddy, I still need some of those 2020s, man. So,
yeah. And then additionally, I got this TAA. Well, I said that, the exclusive. So, yep, that's it.
Okay.
I thought you'd be happy about the Villiger.
Very much so.
Remember I told you, I think I got that cigar. Because I knew I'd bought some TAA exclusives.
Yeah,
there,
but you bought the 2021, not the 2020. But dude,
yep.
I'll tell you what. Like I said, if that 2021 is as good as that 2020, you and I are in for a treat. It was a good.
Very
cigar.
Cool.
I'm liking it. Well, I am down to the final third of my JFR Connecticut Super, or what is this? Super Toro?
It's I believe so. Yes,
Super Toro here. So I'll give it a quick retro hail and.
You're smoking a lot faster than me tonight.
Holy cow.
Ramp up did it?
A little bit.
You'll have that.
A little bit. But speaking of the Final Third, why don't we go ahead and get into the Final Third Friday review from our man, Broccoli Rob.
Love it.
It's time for Final Third Friday with my man, Broccoli Rob.
Happy Friday, my friends. This is your man Brock coming to you from the Final Third Cigar Deck Lounge, smoking the Protocol Eliot Ness Maduro for the Final Third Friday Cigar of the Week. The Eliot Ness Maduro is a medium-strength, medium to full-body cigar rolled at the San Latano factory in Nicaragua. This release is a 6x52 box-pressed Toro blended using a Nicaraguan broadleaf wrapper, Nicaraguan Habano binder, and Nicaraguan Corojo fillers, donning a solid triple cap perfect for the Colibri Deep V cutter. Good construction with a dark brown satiny wrapper with a decent amount of tooth. Aroma on the foot is barnyard and cocoa. Upon cut, the cold draw has similar barnyard notes with a bit of spice on the tongue. Upon light up, billowing smoke develops with a perfect draw. Nice even light with a couple of burn touch-ups along the way. Ash did nuke me on several occasions as it is light and only holds on in about 1-inch chunks. Getting into the flavor notes, the first third is earth with notes of coffee, cedar, and baking chocolate, with black pepper on the tongue and through the retrohale. The second third is similar, but flavors marry nicely with earth, coffee, cocoa, and hay, with black pepper dancing on the palate. The final third continues with nice notes of earth, coffee, bitter dark chocolate, a touch of molasses, and rye toast, with black pepper ramping back up a bit on the tongue and through the retrohale. Not a super complex cigar, but flavors are married nicely and stay true to a medium strength and full body blend. I enjoyed the way the cigar stays true to that profile, but still transitions nicely from third to third. I truly enjoyed the Protocol Eliot Ness Maduro and gave this cigar a Final Third cigar rating of 92. Total smoking time for me was 95 minutes. If we haven't yet, let's connect. If you're in the Central Indiana area or just coming through this area, I'd love to meet you and smoke a cigar with you. Also follow me on my journey as I open up the Final Third Cigar and Whiskey Lounge in Ingalls, Indiana in the coming months. We will be 5 minutes from Pendleton and Fortville, 15 minutes from Fishers. You can follow me on Instagram at Final Third Cigar and also check out finalthirdcigar.com for full reviews of cigars and other cigar-related content. Have a great weekend. Remember to relax, smoke the cigars, drink the bourbon, and enjoy each cigar you smoke down to the Brock. Till next week, cheers.
Oh, very cool. So, Nick.
Yes.
Coming up, not
a week
this
from
Friday.
today.
Yes.
A week from today.
Not today, because
a week from the day this episode drops.
Yeah, because there are 4 Fridays in October.
Yes.
We're going to be hearing from our man Nick Gervais over at My Monthly Cigars.
It's true.
Have the unboxing.
An unboxing of the October box. Exactly.
Yep, that'll be awesome.
So, I guess this is when I should be telling people what My Monthly Cigars is.
That or play the Pinky ad, whichever you want.
Why don't we just tell them?
Let's do it.
So, it's a My Monthly Cigars.
Premium subscription service.
Yes.
Yeah.
You get boxes sent to your door every month. It's like a nice little package, little present just for you.
There's various sizes, but we do the El Presidente.
That's 8 cigars for $50. But you can also get the Robusto box, which is 4 cigars for $30. The only difference is the El Presidente. You get 2 of everything in the Robusto box.
Exactly.
So that if you're sharing with somebody and you want to compare, or if you want to have maybe multiple to enjoy, so you can maybe, let's say, try it more than once. Kind of like I should have done.
Hoard them all for yourself.
With the Rare Leaf, you can do that and everything. And if you use offer code PULPIT,
PULPIT,
get you free shipping on the first box, or 20% off any of the items in Nick's online store, where he has cigars and accessories and all kinds of other fun stuff. Now, I want to talk about something cool that Nick's doing over there.
What's that?
So, Nick also has fucking good coffee.
Yes.
And he is...
I never quite pronounced that right.
Yeah, I know. So, he's doing a thing where he is coming out with cigar pulpit coffee.
Oh my God, I did see this last night. And
Yes.
it was one of those where it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I thought, no, I'm not going to bug you because I knew you'd had a late night. But I'm like, I don't know anything about this.
So he's asking for people to reach out and sign up for a little deal that he's got going on as it relates to that. So the deal is you need to...
He's wanting samplers, right?
He's wanting taste testers. Yeah. That's exactly it. He's wanting taste testers to sample the coffee along with us during the show and vote on which of the coffees is going to be the cigar pulpit coffee. He's got different blends that he wants to, get people in on. So the deal is, if you're interested in doing this, you need to send an email to info@fuckinggoodcoffee.com. That's FAHKING goodcoffee.com. All one word. info@fuckinggoodcoffee.com. So you send your email to info@fuckinggoodcoffee.com, and when you do so, here's how this is going to work. All right, if you sign up. So there's 4 coffees under consideration. You're going to receive a 2-ounce sample pack for each one. We're going to drink 1 coffee on each of the following shows. All right, the October 19th, 22nd, 26th, and 29th episodes. Okay. So on those episodes, we're going to drink the 4 samples. You, as the taster, you're welcome and encouraged to drink along with us while listening to those shows.
Yeah.
That way, we can all kind of do it together. You're going to be given a tasting sheet to keep your notes as to which coffee you prefer, so that it comes time for you to vote for your favorite. When the voting opens, you're going to be given a link. Nick's going to send you a link to cast your vote. The winning coffee will be announced on the November 5th show, where Nick's going to come on and we're going to open up the November box. And that's going to be where we're going to announce the winning blend for the cigar pulpit coffee.
Okay.
And you'll be given info as to how you can purchase the new coffee. So the cost to this is only $10. All right. Shipping is free, but you're going to get a $10 gift card to, I believe, you're going to get a $10 gift card to fuckinggoodcoffee.com.
Okay.
So the deal is basically, you're spending $10, but you're going to get $10 back in credit that you can use on more coffee.
Yeah.
So it's a wash, guys. It's a good deal. He is capping the group. So if you want in on this, you got to get in on it quick. He's going to send out a link to purchase the sampler once he has the group of, he's calling them cuppers. And he's going to, send out a link to purchase the sample pack.
See, I think that would have been better to go with muggers.
I don't know. That sounds criminal. Cuppers sounds sexual, but muggers sounds,
But it's a mug of coffee.
Yeah, but it's a cup of coffee.
But you want to be a mugger, not a cupper.
It could be either or. I mean, if you're Big Spoon, you're cupping.
And you know about that from this weekend.
Shut up. Anyway. But anyway, he's going to get them shipped out to you right away so that you have them prior to the first show on the 19th. So, here's the deal. If you're interested, just email info@fuckinggoodcoffee.com, and as long as he still has room, he will be sending out, the links, and you guys can get in on this, and it'll be a fun time. So,
yeah.
He says, keep in mind that we're also looking for a name and creating a label. So if you feel creative, you can also email ideas.
Okay.
So there you go. So cigar pulpit coffee.
Now, when did this hatch?
Very quickly.
Okay. Apparently,
he's talked about it for a little while. You know that, but the idea of doing this, it kind of hatched a little quickly.
Well, that's how the idea sparked.
That's exactly it. I mean. Well, and I think he wanted to make sure that it was out and available for the Christmas time and everything. So that's why we had to kind of hustle up and get something going here.
Nothing says love like getting our coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Make that a slogan.
It's kind of like, I don't know, I'm trying to think of something dirty, kind of like you're putting a stick in my mouth. It's like,
I still think muggers.
Yeah.
I think we need to call them muggers instead of cuppers.
I mean,
cupper sounds like a bra size.
But Mugger,
I'm a double cupper.
But Mugger is literally a criminal who's like.
I'm meaning it like the cigar mug.
Committing like robbery. Yeah, but you get what I'm saying.
Our band of muggers.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're going to have a band of muggers out there. God, anyway. Oh, my.
I tickled myself.
I can tell. So, yeah. So that's the coffee thing.
There you go.
So, guys, if you're interested, get in on that.
Yep.
Limited spaces.
Limited. What is it limited to, did you say?
I have no idea.
Okay.
That's a Nick thing.
Okay, that's a Nick thing, not an us
I don't
thing.
know how many people.
Fair enough.
But
well,
I know,
if it's 10, it's 10. If it's 20, it's 20.
I know it's limited. I know it's more than 10.
Yeah.
But I know it's also limited. So you're going to want to get in on it quickly.
Yes.
Anyway, so yeah.
Our official tasters. I like that.
I know.
Yeah.
You're going to be able to, admittedly, of the 4 blends, you're going to be the one, like, carrying the weight on that.
Okay.
Because
you're not a coffee guy.
You know me, I'm not much of a coffee guy.
Yeah.
So, I'll try these. But it's going to be, I'm going to be very much in a taste like coffee kind of mode, you know?
The funny thing is, with the 4 different blends, you may be able to pick up on some stuff.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'll bet money you can.
Well, and we're also going to have to be doing those here. Because
you don't even have a coffee maker, do you?
I do have a coffee maker. I just haven't used it yet, and
you don't know how.
I don't know how.
I can teach you.
I have a very simple one, but I still don't know how.
Is it like filters and you put the coffee in and it it's very simple. I'll walk you through it.
Al asked me if I had coffee at the house, and he didn't. He ended up getting up and running 2 miles, and he never actually made himself any.
Oh, okay.
So.
He could have pulled it off. I know.
That's the thing. I have.
You were kind of wanting him to show you how to use it, weren't you?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I have both fucking good and Snappy Big Man coffee.
You got all the coffees.
I do. I'm collecting coffees, and I'm not much of a coffee drinker.
I know. Why are you not bringing those over?
I guess I could.
I can roast a pot up anytime you want.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand Keurig. The little pods.
See, that I get.
No.
I've used a Keurig before. That's easy.
Well, okay, but that's the difference in your coffee drinking and my coffee. I want a pot.
That's easy.
Do you know how expensive that would get for me with those little Keurigs?
Well, yeah.
Because, you've seen me drink coffee.
But you're the one that said, I think you said that at your office you've got a refillable one, right?
There is a refillable, and that is a great little invention.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot better for the environment, too, let's be honest.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's a little refillable Keurig pod.
So yeah, so you can still buy your coffee and just put it in that.
Yeah. I don't even know where Stephanie in my office got that, and I have no idea where she got that.
Oh, I'm sure you could probably go to like Bed Bath & Beyond. They carry
I don't know if we're going to have enough time.
It'd be...
You got that.
I got that reference. I did. I think that would be the Beyond. But,
Bed Bath & Beyond?
Yeah, because it's not the bed and it's not the bath.
It's the Beyond.
It's the Beyond.
Yeah.
But that's okay. I think they have it there.
I'm sure they do.
They carry all that bullshit that What's-Her-Face on Shark Tank puts out. So, I would think that...
Do you ever watch Shark Tank?
I watched it religiously for quite a while, and I haven't watched it in a long time.
When I'm flipping through and I see it's on, I'll watch it.
I like it.
Yeah. And, sometimes you think, oh, my God, that's a great product. Why hasn't anyone ever thought of it? And other times you're like, what the hell were they smoking?
Well, and typically when it's one of those, then they don't invest.
No.
What is funny, though, is to see those guys pop up on Billions, like playing themselves. Like Mark Cuban's popped up on there before.
Oh, has he?
Because the one character, Bobby Axelrod, he's a billionaire, so he's hanging out in places where other billionaires go and stuff. And so he'll have lunch with Mark Cuban and shit and everything, and they'll be talking about stuff. It's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
The 1%ers?
Super 1%ers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Anyway.
Oh, you got guys out out there just beating our drums.
Desperately trying to raise money. Desperately. It's like at some point I'm going to invest.
I was making an Occupy Wall Street reference.
Okay. Never mind. I need to get myself a metal detector so I just go scanning yards for loose pocket change.
God. I told you. You and I, the two of us, we should become an over-the-road truck driving team. We could make bank.
We could. Problem is, I would have to drive a truck. And, dude, you were with me for the U-Haul experience.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see me behind the wheel of a semi?
Not safely.
Exactly. So here's the way that's going to go down. You're going to get a CDL, and I'm
You're just going to ride around with me like the bear?
I mean, I'm kind of like the bear. The way I figure, I can be the business side and the navigation.
What?
You know,
I have maps on my phone.
Somebody's got to try. Yeah, because you're good at navigating.
Oh, I'm horrible at it.
Exactly.
You know, the sad part is I do that to myself. I'll just get to driving somewhere, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait, I was supposed to go back there. 6 miles later, I turn around.
That's my point. Yeah. So, like, you know, I could bring some, you know, usefulness. The problem, though, is where I'd really be useful is if I had a CDL, then we wouldn't have to stop. While you're sleeping or taking your breaks, that's when I'm driving, so there's no gaps in time.
This is the point.
Because it's all regulated and everything. You can't just drive consistently like you used to back in the good old days.
There are truck driving companies right now that are starting at $100,000.
I know.
Yeah.
You and I as a team,
$200,000.
$200,000.
Yep.
We could be pulling in $200,000.
I'm saying.
But I don't think I'm cut out for driving that large of a vehicle.
I don't know if I've ever told you this.
And dude, think about it. Depending upon where you go, that's where you make the big money.
Yeah.
So if you're willing to do over the road, you're making big money. Additionally, if you're willing to go out east or California, you're making good money. But you know what places suck to drive a semi-truck? Out east in California.
Yeah.
Because out east, the roads are super tight, and they're not necessarily great for semis. In California, you got stupid, horrible traffic.
Yep.
And try and drive a freaking semi in stupid, horrible traffic.
Yeah.
You know?
Because you know some jackass is going to dart in front of you.
And that's the thing. More power to every one of our listeners that drives trucks. I think it's, you know, you guys are super valuable. And what I'm saying,
I'm not going to lie, they're saving the country right now.
Exactly. And I'm saying I can't do it. You know? Jeff may want to do it, but I can't do it.
I've thought about it.
I mean, look, the money is there.
Yeah.
If you've got a CDL, the money is there.
Yep.
But, and look, I'd be willing to get a CDL, but I'd have to drive one of those trucks in order to test for it and everything.
Yeah.
That's where I know I'd fail.
And I hate to say this, the driving wouldn't be my problem. Like, I drove it to Colorado and back, you know, loved it.
I like road trips.
Yeah. I don't know if you'd like them every week.
Well, no. After a while, they would probably get very old.
Yeah. So I started to tell you this a while ago.
And admittedly, you make really good money if you own your own truck.
True.
You know.
You going to buy the truck? I'm
not buying a truck.
So I know a couple.
Yeah.
From Perry County, Illinois.
Yep.
I won't narrow it down more than that. But I know a couple that drove, I believe it was for Gilster Mary Lee, but it may have been another company. You know, and Gilster Mary Lee is a
food distributor.
Yeah, based in the Midwest. Yeah.
Food distributor. Yeah.
They do cereal. They do
Don't they do the
cake mix.
Coating for Chick-fil-A?
They might, actually.
I thought I heard somewhere that they
might
do the coating for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, good company, a lot of jobs, you know, in Southern Illinois.
Yeah.
But they sold their house, sold basically everything they had. I think they may have a storage unit, they may not have. I don't know. Mm-hmm. They climbed in a truck. This was actually back in the late 80s, early 90s. They climbed in a truck for 10 years and had I think, banked $1 million in that time. They drove as a team. The husband and wife both drove and did what you said.
Yep.
When you can't drive, they're in there. So they were moving constantly. 10 years, $1 million in the bank.
Now, okay, let's stop for a minute. Here's another thing that you and I need to consider in this plan. Do you really want to be trapped in the cab of a truck with me that long?
No.
And vice versa.
Could you imagine the gas buildup on my end?
Oh, dude, it'd be horrendous. But the thing is, I think you and I would murder each other somewhere in the first 2 months.
Somewhere out in the plains.
Yeah. We'd pull over at a Love's and just go at it. I mean, I'd just beat the piss out of you right there in the parking lot.
Oh, like that. Yeah, that got me. The Love's. That was the touch.
Pull over at a Love's and I just start bashing you with a tire iron.
If we're down south, possibly a Stuckey's.
Possibly a Stuckey's. TA.
Mm-hmm.
Gotta love the TA.
You gotta love the TA.
Yep.
I love TNA too.
Exactly. course, if I could find some cool magazines like that Ultimate Guide to the Sopranos that Teddy got me, I mean, which, by the way, big thanks to Teddy.
Yeah, that was really nice.
He bought me that magazine that I talked about in the last episode.
Showed up meatless, but had a magazine for you.
But he showed up with that magazine, and by God, that was worth it. So,
yeah, that was really nice, Teddy, actually. I was, you did that, and I'm like, aw, that was nice.
That was nice.
I was impressed.
But, yeah, so no, it just, I think you and I would probably kill each other.
Oh, yeah.
In short order.
Oh, yeah.
So maybe it's not such a good idea.
No.
On paper, it's a great idea.
On paper, great.
On paper, makes a lot of sense.
It does. Boy, this thing...
In reality...
This cigar's spicing up.
I know. I'm down to the, final half of the final third, and, yeah, it's definitely getting some spice.
Is that how you say nub now, the final half of the final third?
Yes. I'm not quite to the nub, you see. I mean, I've still got some length to it.
Well, I...
What?
I was going to make a kilt reference, but...
God damn it. You know what? That was the unsettling thing about McKilt.
Is everybody trying to see your dick?
Is the sheer amount of conversation that took place all day long about my dick. Mm-hmm. It's like, guys, seriously.
Because everyone knew it was just literally right there.
But you don't have to consistently talk about it. I mean, make a joke and move on.
But they did.
But it was an all-day thing.
Yeah.
And then you had a couple of people trying to take up kilt shots.
Yeah, that was just... And they were guys.
I know.
That's the disturbing part.
It's like, what do you want that for? I mean, it's there. Free and breezy.
Ugh.
But you don't need to, be shooting it.
No. This took a turn.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know what we were talking about. I'm so lost.
I was going to say, I've lost. This train has gone off the rails.
I was making fun of you for how you backed into saying nub. But it is. Yeah. You do have about an inch more cigar than a nub.
I
finally caught up to you, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
I think we're pretty close. But anyway, so yeah. So final thoughts on the JFR Connecticut Super Toro here?
I've really liked this cigar.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell it is peppered up here at the end. That Nicaraguan tobacco.
Let
me give it a retro.
Oh, God. I'm not screwing with a nub retro, dude.
Okay.
I'm not screwing with a nub retro. It's going to be too much.
Whoa.
Right? Yep. Nope. I can tell. I can just tell by smoking it that it's going to be a lot more
Come
spice.
on. Do it.
It's going to be so much spice.
Do it. It's a good burn.
God.
Oh, here we go, guys.
Oh, my. Yeah, it's there.
There's a lot of flavor there.
There's a lot of pepper, a lot of burn.
Yeah.
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 It's definitely ramped up.
Stings the nostrils.
I would say that I don't have many Connecticut's that I smoke on the regular. Typically, they're just too light for me.
Yeah.
This one, I would smoke.
Yeah, this is a good cigar.
This is a good cigar. It's smoked well. The flavor, it's I would say medium-bodied.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say this was a mild
It started
cigar.
mild. But it's medium, medium now.
It quickly ramped up to a medium. Yeah. And it stayed there.
Yeah.
And the spice level has increased consistently throughout. It was there just a little bit in the very beginning in the retrohale.
Yeah.
And it has consistently built up over the course of the cigar. Are you getting into Connecticut bitterness on the end?
No, I'm not. Are you?
Maybe just a smidge. Just an absolute little smidge.
No, I hadn't picked up on that at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe just a little tiny bit, but not really enough to, ding it for.
I'll say I'm not getting any, so.
Yeah.
That just may be the janky way you light your cigars.
I lit this one really well, thank you very much. I want you to know that.
He always picks on me for it.
It's because you put yours in a re-entry.
Did you see the flame on my lighter earlier?
It was huge.
Yeah, that's a good 4-inch jet.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. Get that thing cranked up.
That is obnoxious. Anyway. Well, all right.
Where was I the other day? It might have been up at PulpitFest. There at Top Shooters. But I used it to light up, and like the person next to me, I forget who it was like, "Whoa!" We had the other excitement. I don't know if we even talked about this. Did we talk about Teddy's lighter?
No, we didn't.
Yeah, that was awesome.
See, okay, I didn't see it.
I did.
But Teddy was lighting his cigar, and he had his jet lighter.
Like all of us have 1,000 times before.
And, okay, so like where I'm sitting, Teddy would have been to my left, and so I would have had to slightly turn to the left to look at him.
Yeah. I was looking straight at him.
I was turned at probably about 2 o'clock talking to Broccoli.
Yeah.
So if you're thinking of a clock, you know, if I'm facing forward, it's noon. I'm looking at 2 o'clock. Teddy is at my 9.
Yeah.
All right. As I'm talking to Broccoli, I can hear Teddy lighting, and all of a sudden, out of the periphery of my left eye, I see this intense orange glow just come out of nowhere, and I hear Teddy go, "Whoa!"
That thing.
And I swivel around, and he's now. I see just the remnant of the fireball, and then I see him throw his lighter to the ground.
Into the hay bales.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was into the hay bales.
They're all decorated for the fall up there.
And he tossed it onto the ground, but right next to the hay bales. But
I
like
was waiting for the whole pagoda to go up.
But you saw it. So what happened?
I don't know. I look over and I see him flick the lighter, and the next thing I know, his entire hand, is a fireball. I really thought he got hurt. I mean, like it was like this big around. It was
so like the size of like what?
Like a small balloon,
like a cantaloupe.
Yeah, size of a cantaloupe. And I just see this fireball in his hand. I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I don't know, because the lighter didn't explode. Thank God. It probably would have taken his fingers off. But it just somehow enveloped.
Well, I know Broccoli saw it because like I saw it out of the periphery, and right as my brain processed what was going on, and I start turning to my 9, Broccoli's like, "Oh my God, are you okay?" And like all that.
Broccoli was looking at you straight at Teddy.
But he was looking straight at Teddy.
And for some reason, I was looking over across the couch because I was sitting in that chair next to the little couch thing. And I look over and I just see it happen. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh, that's funny as hell.
So I don't know what went wrong with that lighter. He picked it up and it lit back up and it was just fine.
He's lit it again. Now, I did tell him, I'm like, dude, be careful with that lighter and everything. And I don't think he brought it the next day at Rivermen. I think he ended up using a different lighter or, something like that. But holy cow, man.
I've never seen anything like it.
No, it
was awesome.
That was different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad it was him and not me.
No shit.
Because if I flung it, it would have just flown on like 3 or 4 of the parishioners.
Yeah, it's true. That's true. Where you were seated. Trent would have had a hot lap.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was you're right. I forgot about that. We didn't talk about that.
No, that had not made it onto the show. That was an odd moment.
It was.
Because I really thought he got hurt. I don't know how he didn't get hurt.
Unless he's just that much of a badass that he did get hurt. He just didn't
he's
talk
kind of a
about
badass.
it.
So yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, son of a bitch.
Yep.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it.
All right. So be careful with your lighters, guys.
Yeah. I don't know what caused it. He didn't do anything. Like he hadn't just filled it and there was fluid around it or something. It just
decided to ignite.
Yeah. In a glorious fireball that really probably should have hurt his hand.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. I'm glad it's never happened to me. Let's put it that way.
Oh God, I'm so amused. I mean, I'm not amused. I'm glad.
No, it was a great story, and he didn't get hurt.
As long as he didn't get hurt, that's how I'm able to laugh at it. But it was funny.
Yeah.
So
it was. I've never seen anything like that happen before.
All right.
No. I was thinking we haven't talked about this.
No, we haven't. So.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, once again, thank you so much for all the submissions for the contest of the segments.
And Christian, we're not zapping me. Anyway,
I do have the zapper. Actually,
when you told me you bought that, I just cringed because I know you're just going to shock the shit out of me for no reason.
It'll be fun. It's not that
it's
bad.
It's fun
of a
for the
zap.
guy holding the button.
It's not that bad of a zap. I mean, it's enough to make your hand tingle and for you to go, whoa, but that's probably about it.
See, you got to remember, I'm a kid that grew up around, like farming, and I'm used to electric fences.
Yeah.
Those are something you don't want to bump into a second time.
Well, I would think not, but this is nowhere near that intense.
Yeah. And sparks will jump, man.
There's no sparks with this. This is enough to make it feel like you sat on your hand for 20 minutes.
Tell you what we'll do.
The blood rushes back to it.
Tell you what we'll do. You hook me up with that. I'm going to hook you up with one of my shot collars for my hunting dogs.
No.
Turn that thing up to 12 and go to town.
No, it doesn't work that way.
You give me a little tingle. I just zap the shit out of you.
Al gave me a recommendation for one of those electric fly swatters.
Oh, those are fun.
But he found one that comes from the UK that doesn't have all the safety bullshit that we have here in the States. So, he told me, he's like, dude, here in the States, you use one of those. He said, maybe the fly will, hit it, be dazed, and, keep going. He said, this one, it'll stick to it and barbecue on the freaking thing. And I'm like, sweet. So
you got to give me that sight.
So I'm gonna pick me up one of those, too. Cause,
just get two. I'll buy the other one.
Well, I'll tell you, the flies have been so bad this year that I really wanted one. Mm-hmm. And apparently it only runs on AA's.
Okay.
So I'm happy about that.
Wait a minute. Will the English one have to have that weird plug-in?
It doesn't have a plug-in. It's batteries.
Anyway.
Whatever. All right. Well, Jeff, thank you so much for providing the JFR Connecticut. It was good. I liked it.
Well, there you go. I was thinking of you.
No, that's nice.
Because I care.
I thought of you a little bit down in Memphis.
As much as I thought of you.
No. But I did.
No, I thought this would be a good opportunity for us to get a variety of sticks that we don't, normally have here in the St. Louis area.
We just need to get in the car and just go back down to Memphis. It's not that far of a drive.
You just want more of those Villigers? Yeah.
Yes.
That's the only reason.
Yes.
And you don't want to go by yourself.
It's a long drive by yourself.
It was.
Actually, on the drive down, it wasn't that bad.
Drive back?
It was during the day. Drive back was longer because it was at night. But, but no, it was a nice, easy drive. And, it's just down through the boot heel of Missouri, through Arkansas, and then over,
Yeah.
So it wasn't that bad.
Well, fair enough.
We can make it down there.
I will say, if we don't make it down there, they've got them out at Diebel's.
It's true.
And if we go...
they have the 2020s?
I got the 2020... What did I get? The 2021?
You got the 21. Yeah.
So, no, they have the 2021s. Sorry.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But what I was going to point out is we're planning, as of right now, to go to the Weston Cigar Festival.
It's true.
Yeah. So we'll be going through Kansas City.
It's true.
Yep, just pointing that out.
Mid-October. It's the third weekend of October. I think it's that Saturday, the 16th, I believe. So
if you guys are anywhere...
I would say anybody near Kansas City.
Yeah.
We're going to be at the Weston Tobacco Festival, so you're going to want to...
That's the working plan, at least.
Yeah, exactly. So, get your tickets. You can go online and get your tickets to that. It's a good time. Our man Corey Frisbee puts that on.
Yeah, he does.
Well, actually, it's his son.
His son, yeah.
His son. So
his son's doing all the food and everything this year.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm excited. They put on a good feed, guys.
Well, cool. Well, Jeff, unless you have anything else for the betterment of the cause?
Dude, I'm just finishing up here on the JFR. And I'll tell you right now, this is a good cigar.
I like it.
Yeah. From what I'm led to believe from the band, it is premium hand-rolled.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's because I covered the other half of the information on
the Jalapa Valley in Nicaragua.
Valley.
Yes,
I stole your thunder.
I had to put a little effort in and read the other side of the band. There,
that's good.
Yeah,
so, appreciate that.
Great cigar.
I like it.
I'll be honest, if I had smoked it before I left Kansas City, I'd have a box of these. This is a good cigar.
You like it that much?
This is a good cigar.
It is a good cigar. Yeah. And and if the price is what the price that I saw online,
that's what I'm saying,
and everything, I mean. For the price, I mean, I don't know. That's a solid go-to cigar right there.
It really is.
Yep.
This might my list next year for the anniversary show.
All right, then.
Yeah, this is a good stick.
All right, well, very cool. Well, guys, this has been another sermon from the Cigar Pulpit. I'm Nick.
I'm Gator.
Everybody stay safe and stay smoky.